Yeah, bitch, I've been the man since 89. Came up out my mama with goals, I had to grind. That was mind over matter, pay niggas, no never mind. Back on my bullshit, Michael Jordan in 45. I got what you need, just get in line. One time got caught slipping, got caught up by one time. Had my face all in the paper, brought tears in my mama eyes. We was on the block, boy, no JB, we looked alive. Shoot the dice on the F, I lost it, then made it back. Bet it up, double that. Head crack, get the cash, get the ass. Steve Nash with the pass, got the drive, no crash, only do beef with the...
What's good, everybody? It's your boy UncleSamsReject here, and welcome back to our Seton Hall Dynasty, man. We took a tough L, getting swept in the College World Series final. Hey, man, we just surprised people by even being here. 45 wins on the season, 20 losses. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the final stats for the squad. Best hitter average-wise for us, Kyle Foster, 20 home runs, 54 ribbies, 20 doubles, a triple, 175 total bases, only striking out 24 times, walked 18. A sacrifice hit, 4 intentional walks. Ozzie Zuniga, who was, our leading hitter at like 350 something, had a bad slump towards the end of the season. 327, 4 home runs, 31 ribbies. Rick Wright played great in the postseason. 316, 13 home runs, 46 ribbies. Isaac Johnson, 304 with 4 home runs, 20 ribbies. These dudes, came in and did what they could. Zelly Cummins, after batting 360 something last year, only batting 277 this year. Really bad slump. Fatma 269, Roy 268 with 6 home runs. Pimentel, the true freshman, 259 with 4 home runs. And that's going to, Clevenger started at one point, was horrible. Seckel was equally as bad. So we just need to find somebody that's going to come through and make plays for us. I mean, not only make plays for us at third base like those two did, but actually hit the damn ball. Pitching wise, thoroughly impressed. Colin Daniel was at a 0.72 ERA, but got hit around a little bit in the last game. But he's 8-0 on the year. D'Angelo Brandon had a good ERA as well. Both sub 1. Coming over to records, Howley was 11-3, Chappell 10-8, Chase Daniel 8-0, Mac 4-1. Some good records down there. Who was our workhorse? It was Whit Chappell, 175 innings pitched, man. So for him to have an above 500 record for where he was at one point in the season, I'm thoroughly impressed. Saves leader was Deshaun Wilson, followed by Daniel and Brandon. One blown save from Colin Daniel, but I think he ended up getting that win, or we saved him. 25 games started for Whit Chappell, 17 for Kuchar, 17 for Howley. 7 complete games for Chappell, 1 for Howley. Tried to get one in the second game, and that might have been what ultimately came back to haunt us. But it is what it is, man. I like my pitchers to go as deep as possible, and it didn't matter because once I brought in the bullpen, those dudes were still just smoking the ball. Chappell gave up the most runs, Howley second most, Kuchar third most. Chappell led us in earned runs, not good. He also led us in strikeouts. 3 strikeouts per 9 innings. Almost 5 for Howley, almost 5 for Kuchar. He had the most walks, but he didn't have the most walks per 9. Didn't hit a lot of batters. A decent senior campaign. Nothing too crazy. You come over here to league leaders. And Kyle Foster was tied for first in home runs. I was trying to get one more with him so he could have held the title all to his own. Unable to get it done, but it is what it is. Then you want to come over to pitching wise. You see these ERAs, absolutely insane. We were in this range, but we still got 2 guys. The one can't be in the top 10, but Colin Daniel is in the top 10. He's the last person to have a sub 1 ERA, but he has the most wins out of anybody there. So definitely not hating on that. Now going over award winners here. Let's see. This is your first team All-Americans. Nationally, we don't have anybody. Here's a second team All-Americans. Colin Daniel was a second team All-American. Not a bad look. Third team All-Americans. Kyle Foster squeaked his way onto that list with the postseason he had. So that's huge for him as well. Here's the baseball All-American all offense team. We don't have anybody there. Gold Glove. Even though Roy shows that he should be there on the field, I guess he made some errors. Now we're going to look at the all-conference teams. We got a bunch of people there. First team, Rick Wright, John Roy, Isaac Johnson, Zelly Cummins, Kyle Foster, Howley, Chappell, Daniel. Second team All-Americans, Ozzie Zuniga, Jake Fatma, Jacob Pimentel. And the third team All-Americans, our boy Kutzer and Brandon, are on there. Definitely good. Let's go to all-conference freshman team. Pimentel's there, and Hallie and Brandon are there for us. Freshman All-American team, Pimentel isn't the catcher there, but Hallie is the starting pitcher, and Brandon is one of the relievers. Second team All-American, Pimentel still not there at catcher. And third team, he finally squeaks through. Freshman of the year, Pimentel finishes in the top 10. Number 9 to be exact, in Seton Hall. Kerr from Tulsa, we got that. Let's see the type of season he had. Batted 300 with 4 home runs. Hey, baby girl.
I need to take my shoes off.
Yeah, I heard you got rained on.
I got to wear my shoes.
Yeah, you got to wear your brand new shoes?
See?
Yep, I see. Of course I see. I put them on you this morning. Well, give me a kiss. Oh, give me a hug first. Oh. Did you have fun at the movies?
Yes, I have fun on the bear.
Oh.
And
Was a bear in the movie?
yes.
Oh.
And the TV.
Oh, okay. It was a big TV, right?
Yes.
It was like
that.
It was like that big? Now the Roger Clemens Award, of course, goes to the best pitcher. Not sure which UM won it. Oh, it was University of Miami. Jay Conte won that as a junior. Let's see what he did. 16-3 on the year. You don't got to say no more. Conference Player of the Year, Kyle Foster wins the Big East Player of the Year, baby. Let's go. That's huge. Rick Wright finished second, right behind him. Isaac Johnson, top 5. Daniel Cummins and Zanigas were all in the top 10. So we had 6 people in the top 10 for Conference Player of the Year. But Kyle Foster deserved that wholeheartedly. Now, here's an Offensive Player of the Year, Baseball America. Somebody from LaSalle University. Villarreal, 370, 24 bombs. Jesus, 62 RBIs. That dude's a beast. Most outstanding player goes to Kadeem from Oklahoma State, excuse me. He was a beast this year. 430, 31 home runs. How does he not win Offensive Player of the Year, yo? Like, come on. Those are major league type numbers, power numbers. And he batted for 430. Like, that's insane. And in Conference Pitcher of the Year, Colin Daniel was second. He loses to Cardina, he was what? What was his pitching stats? Oh, he was a 20. Okay, so I thought we were chasing this dude the whole time, but he won 20 games this season. We couldn't compete with that. Colin Daniel was right under him. Hallie, Chappell, Brandon, and Mack are all in the top 10 as well. Conference Freshman of the Year goes to Pimentel, close second. Hallie and Brandon was third, so we had the top 3 there. Pimentel didn't have the craziest of seasons, but he was the best freshman in the nation. And you see there who the World Series champs are. That hurt. Kyle Foster, finished 4th in the player, the World Series player of the tournament. But you just can't win when, you know what I'm saying, your team doesn't win. So, all World Series team, Kyle Foster does squeak on that. Whit Chappell and Hallie make that team as well. All right, so we had 3 people make the all World Series team. That's huge. And that's going to do it for all the awards this season. And then last but not least, we're going to look at the final top 25. South Carolina is your number 1 seed. Gonzaga, Miami, Oklahoma State, San Jose State, Tennessee, LSU, us. Don't know how we're behind Oklahoma State and San Jose State when we beat both of them. You know what I mean? Louisiana Tech, Long Beach State, BYU, Nebraska, South Alabama, Mississippi State, Memphis, Tulane, Arizona State, Wake Forest, Southern Illinois, Missouri, Oregon State, Oklahoma, Florida State, Vanderbilt, and Bama at 28 and 27. All right, so here we are on players leaving. Nobody really, important's leaving. Joseph Peel, personal reasons, I appreciate it, But our boy Horace Miller got himself drafted, so he will be playing baseball at the next level. Big ups to him. Looking at player progression here, John Roy. +9 contact to lefties, +22 contact to righties. Not sure what they see from this dude to know that, for him to earn that, but hey, he's a contact hitting machine coming into next year. Clevenger, +14 power and contact to lefties. Righties, -5 contact. Chase Daniel, +17 on his 2-seam, -1 on his stamina, -5 on his 4-seam, +9 on his curveball. Come on. Pimentel, +29 to his contact against righties, +4 speed, +3 contact against lefties, +6 +6 power against lefties. Sally Cummins doesn't really get better. He gets better, but not really. Rick Wright, What the hell is this? Negative 15 power to lefties? That doesn't even make sense, dude. But okay. I mean, whatever. He digresses somehow. Stuckey, he gets plus 19 to power. I don't even know how that works. Peel plus 13. Let's look at some more starters. Isaac Johnson goes down, but I don't really see where he digresses. Kyle Foster goes up. I feel like his power definitely should have went up more against lefties. Zuniga plus 19 contact, plus 10 contact to righties. He gets plus 4 speed. Hunter gets a little bit better. Mac. Fatma gets a little bit better. Sekel, Kubanek get better. Halley gets better. Plus 11 to his 2-seam. Plus 9 to his slider. Plus 7 stamina. That's definitely huge. And D'Angelo Brandon got better as well. He's the one with the knuckleball. Okay, good to know. Duly noted. All right, so for incoming players, we got shortstop Eric Torrealba coming in. 65 overall. See what he wants. He wants 50% scholarship, 2-year starter. We'll give him 60% and 3-year starter. See how he takes that. He accepted that offer. Josh Ladd, shortstop, 70%, 3-year starter. Can definitely make that happen. You got it. And then Tyler Wilcutt, who was, front and center, the most important person in this recruiting class. One of the best in the nation. He wants 30% first-year starter. I'm going to offer 100% 3-year starter. Go down, and he accepts it, so we get all of the guys on scholarship that were recruited. Also, we got some walk-ons that want to be a part of the program. We lost some pitching, so Chris Beckman, go ahead and make that offer. No promises, no scholarship. We'll bring Bloomquist on for depth. We'll bring this other 71 overall pitcher, Graf. Last time we took a walk-on pitcher, it was Dawson Howley. He ended up being, the best pitcher on the squad for us. So I think that's all we'll need there. We'll go ahead and move forward. Yes, I agree. I understand. Let's see who. So we're going to bring in Ladd. We're going to bring in Torrealba. Wilcutt. So we officially signed them and add them to the squad. Brenchman, Bloomquist, Graf, and I believe that's it. That puts us at 25 out of 30 players. On the depth chart, take a look at it. A little loaded over there at short. We're probably going to move Ladd over to second base here for his first year. And Wilcutt actually looks like he is the better of the two out of him and Zuniga out in the outfield. But what I may do, Zuniga might take Zelly Cummings' spot out there, man. But we'll see. All right, so now going to upgrade our staff here. We hit all our goals last season, so we get to go from a level 0 coach to a level 1 coach. We'll go ahead and add Kay Paradis. Moving on to pitching coaches, we're going to add Aldrich, Fielding coaches, we'll go ahead and add White. And then trainers, we get to move up from level 1 to level 2. Bring Emerson on to the staff, and we're good to go there. Now we'll be moving on, blah, 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 till next offseason. Now coming into the to season number 3, we are, in the top 10, number 9 in the nation. C- pitching, A- hitting, B- fielding, A- speed. Definitely a good look there. Go ahead and take a look. First things first, I'm going to have computer optimize the lineups. Go ahead and take a look at the depth chart here. So right now it's Cummings, Johnson, Wilcutt due to start in the outfield, Roy, Fatma up the middle, Clepinger at third. Howley is going to be the ace, and Rick Wright is, he has no competition to start at first base with Pimentel behind the dish. So what we're going to do here, sort out. We're going to go ahead and edit positions. Ladd will become a second baseman, which should work to our favor here. Second base is his primary position. Go ahead and save that. He still stays at a 73, which means he should start over Fatma at second base. And then Ozzie Zuniga, 88 speed. We're going to go ahead and turn him into a left fielder and let him and Zelly battle that out. Go ahead and save that. He actually goes down to a 68 as a left fielder. So left field probably isn't for him. We'll go ahead and put him back at right field and see how that goes. So he's still at 77 there. What if we move Wilcutt to left field? Even though we told him he wouldn't start for 3 years, but if he can start, you know what I'm saying? And he could be the first baseman in waiting for when Rick leaves. He's still at 75 at left field. Go ahead and take a look at the depth chart there. he is better than Zelly Cummings. So Zelly Cummings still making some playing time, but here in his senior year, man, it looks like he's going to be losing his spot to a true freshman. You know, just because Zuniga had a better year last year. You know, first year of the season, Zelly Cummings batted .360, but just last year was just too terrible. Also, Ladd moves, you know, up to be the starting second baseman for this year, and everything else in the field, you know, looks to be the same. So actually, guys, I switched some things up here, and Zelly Cummings is actually a better second baseman than he is outfielder. I had no clue he had that ability. But, you know, I'd rather have a senior in here to do his thing, you know. So I'll go ahead and probably move Ladd back to short. You know what I mean? Since he's due to be the starter next year anyway. So he's the second baseman now. We're going to move him back to short. You know, 73 overall. Probably going to redshirt him, honestly. Go ahead and move him back to short. So he goes up from a 73 overall second baseman. Oh, he stayed the same. So now what we want to do here, go to roster status. All right, go to these positions. So we're going to go ahead and redshirt. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and redshirt Ladd for shortstop. Who else do we need to redshirt? We got another shortstop. Torrealba, we'll go ahead and redshirt him as well. We need 25 more people. I should have bought us some more. So we actually can't redshirt these dudes. Wait, let's see if we can. Let's just see something right quick. Can we play under the 25-man rotation here? I mean, 25-man active lineup. That's not where I meant to go to. We're not changing any more positions. Go to roster status. Not sure if we need, you know what I'm saying? If we need to have 25 active players, I think we may. I just don't want to burn a year of eligibility for these dudes. All right, guys, so I went and looked, and I am able to play with just 23 players here, you know, actively. So I'm going to go ahead and rock out with that until they, you know, tell me to make a change or anything like that. So right now, starting lineup will be Will Cutt in left, Isaac Johnson in center, Ozzie Zuniga in right, John Roy at short, best player on the team at a 92. Well, tied for best with Pimentel. And then Rick Wright's at 91. But Zelly Cummings starting at second. Kleppinger starting at third. Halley is our ace. Followed by true freshman Graff and true freshman Brinchman. Both walk-ons. And then Rick Wright is going to be at first. And our boy Jacob Pimentel will be behind the dish. But now that we got that out of the way, you guys know this series is all about you guys. You guys, I want this, you know, everybody on the squad to always be a subscriber recruit. So there's some people that we need you guys to replace. Josh Ladd needs to be replaced. Eric Torrealba needs to be replaced. Tyler Wilcutt needs to be replaced. Chris Brinchman needs to be replaced. Lewis Bloomquist needs to be replaced. Cody Graff needs to be replaced. And that's it. So let me go ahead and count that one right quick. I couldn't count while I was saying their names. So we need 6 replacements here on this squad, and this is how you become a recruit. You know, part of it, I guess, is watching this whole entire video. So I'm going to need your first name, last name, skin color, jersey number. So you could just say dark skin, light skin, or black. So you could just say dark skin, light skin, or white. Or like some people tell me tan white because they do have like a tanner option on here and everything like that. You know, I'll go ahead and scrub through the comments, randomly select people to fill up these slots, and you too will be a part of this Seton Hall series. So that's going to do it here for the offseason, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, and if you are excited for the upcoming season, stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. It's your boy UncleSamsReject, arcadegames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.